Right. Let's go in with the L'Oreal Expert Hyaluron. I've got that wrong, haven't I? Let's go in with the L'Oreal. No, I didn't. Bloopers are coming up, guys. Let's go in with the L'Oreal Hyaluron Expert SPF 20. Yeah, so we're early. I know it's not Friday. I haven't got my days confused. No, my sister was looking after her granddaughter yesterday, so she asked if we could change days. I mean, I'm not bothered as long as I get to see her and Luna. I don't really get to see my youngest niece because she's at that age now where she just wants to go to a friend's house. Like, whenever she's not in school, at the weekend, she stays over at her friend's. And she said to my sister, she said, I don't think I'm going to stay at my friend's this weekend, and I'm going to not stay at my friend's now for a month. My sister's like, okay, if you say so. She knows her too well because she's come home. Well, she stayed at home yesterday, but obviously she's bored now and wants to go and hang out with her friend, which is understandable. Right, we've got the moisturiser on. We're really getting through this moisturiser. There is more than half done now of that, which I'm really happy about. And if I wasn't alternating between that L'Oreal one and this one, it would already be, possibly it would already be completely done. So that is that. So yeah, there's no hanging around putting the makeup on today. I need to get gone. I've still got a bit of time. I've got over an hour. Well, not quite over an hour, about 50 minutes. Because it's going to take me 10 minutes to walk down there. But if no one's in here talking to me, then I can have this makeup done, I'm pretty sure, in half an hour. So I just used the Sunkissed Skin Hyaluronic Acid Nourishing Under Eye Serum. Just the usual. Right. I would normally go in with this, but I've just done my hair. I mean, I suppose I can cover the fringe up. So this is the Revolution Poreless Minimizer Setting Spray. I do need to use it up, so we'll just do this. And go like that. Just a tiny bit. It's going to take me ages to use it, and then we'll dab that into the skin. And then we'll pick out a foundation. Yes, you will have already seen it, but my Shop My Stash hasn't gone up yet, and I don't want to spoil the surprise. Actually, it's not the foundation. It's not even that. I'm jumping like 2-3 steps ahead here. So Shop Me Say No Pore Face Primer. That's what we're going to go in with now. So my mirror's broken. Like, I didn't crack it or anything, so I shouldn't have the 7 years bad luck. But it needs decluttering, like, not decluttering, throwing out. It, like, it's a mirror and then 2 mirrors to the side. The 2 mirrors to the side were okay. And I opened the mirror up and luckily it didn't break. It could have really, really injured me. And I could be sat in the ER right now. Or A&E for us UK, for us Brits. So yeah, it just needs to go in the bin. I must have stood on it or something. But I don't put it all over, I only put it on where the pores are basically. And they're definitely like pronounced around my nose a little bit. Well, a lot, not a little bit. And then normally around the cheek area here, and then the rest it's okay. Let me get my mirror, or a mirror. I'll get this little one from the palette, the bronze palette by Essence. Let me see. Yeah, they're not as bad as normal. Got a long hair down there. Okay. Hi, Gabrielle. How are you? So I'm going to go in with the New Look Glow Stick. It's in the shade Gold. And I just put it here, 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 and here. And then it's just kind of like an illuminator for underneath your foundation. Good. I'm glad you're well, Gabrielle. Right. That's that part done. Foundation. What have I got to work with? Well, I guess it's just this one. I did have a Fenty one. We'll use this then. And you? I'm not too bad, thank you, Gabrielle, for asking. So I'm just going to go in with the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover SPF 50. Right, and we'll blend this in, and then I'll put some on the head. Can work that towards part of the head. Not many people in here today. I think it's just too early. The time's too early for everyone. I normally go live a lot later. Look, can you see the glow here? I think that's from the glow stick that I've just used. Let's turn the light down as well, so you can see a bit better what I'm working with. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my forehead. And then that's it for that. Just gonna get a drink. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's looking good. So we'll do concealer next. So this one is in the shade Fair by Body Collection. I'm going to blend that out with a sponge. Actually, I want to put some of this face mist on by Sunkissed Skin. Okay. Then we'll do the brows. Right, so for brows, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Instant Lift Waterproof Brow Pencil. Just looks like that. I think this is the cheapest one you can get at the drugstore. Hi Maya, how are you? Right, so we've washed them out. And then this shade is in deep brown. So it just looks like a chocolate brown. I can smell, all I can smell is this palette. It smells of chocolate. Okay. Right, so that's the brows done. Now I just need a bit of powder to set that concealer. Oh yeah, it's over here. So, Fenty Beauty. It's in the shade Butter, which is just like a off-white powder. And this is just a mini powder. Well, I wouldn't even call it a mini, call it a travel size. You don't need the full size, guys. If you want to get it, just get a travel size. Because it comes with a whopping 7.5 grams. Hi Kim, how are you? How's everyone's day been anyway? I've not asked you all that yet. I mean, I'm in the UK, so it's 25 to 5 here, so my day's almost over. Bronzer, get some cream bronzer on. Hi Emily. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Putty Bronzer because we're using the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in tan lines. I can't believe I'm nearly done with this. I'm trying, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to get, do you know the e.l.f. sticks that they do? Which are very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury ones. I don't know whether to get one of those. I might just wait until this no-buy ends in November. Oh, come on. Darn her. How are you, Emily? Are you well? I'm not going to do my forehead. My fringe covers it anyway, and every time I lift it, I disrupt the curls. Where is it? Where do you live in England? I live in Swineshead. Where's that? I live northwest of England. It's a place called Lancashire. Right, then we're getting some bronzer powder on just to set this. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere because I'll be out of the house pretty much all night. So let's go back in with this palette. I used this yesterday as well. So it's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit in Universe. And it's this bronzer here. So that one, I think it's called Lunar Bronze. No, it's not. Glistening Bronze Light. I live there. You live where? Sorry. And these Hourglass powders are so darn good. I'm not going to use the blusher and highlighters from here because I've got a blusher and highlighter in the palette that I want to use for my eyeshadows. My own palette that I've made up. So we'll use them now. So it just looks like that. So we're going in with this really nice pink blush to begin with. Make sure there's no powder on here. Hi Francis, how are you? So I don't know what shade it is, guys, because it's two that I've got out of a Deck of Scarlet palette. I used to be subscribed to Deck of Scarlet way back when, a couple of years, no, it's more than a couple of years ago, a few years back. And I just pulled stuff out of palettes that I wanted to keep and test and see if I wanted to keep them around. I really like making custom palettes, if you haven't noticed. Last night, well, it wasn't even last night, early hours though, I just couldn't sleep, so I was putting out live after live after live. 3 lives I think I did last night. And then I'm going in with the highlighter. I'll show you that again. This has got like a pink undertone to it. And I'll go in with this Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush. Oh, you will. I'm glad you are. I'm just getting ready to go to my sister's. Like, normally I would go on a Friday, but I was saying earlier, she looked after her granddaughter yesterday, so she asked me if I could go today instead. I said no worries. I wish I knew where my big brush... Oh, I'll just have to use this one. I was going to say, I wish I knew where my big brush was. I don't know where it is. I think I'm going to have to buy another one, because that's 2 powder brushes missing. I feel like they'll be in the bathroom waiting for me to be washing them. Oh, that's a nice highlight. And then I still don't know about this powder I pulled in. Not this Shop My Stash, last Shop My Stash. I used it yesterday and it didn't look half bad. So we've got the Max Factor Miracle Veil, and it's a dupe for the Hourglass Veil. This one's darker though than the Hourglass one. I tried the Hourglass one. Naomi sent it to me. Well, sent me some of that to try. And it's not worth it in my opinion. Everyone raves about it. It's not worth actually paying however much it is. I can't remember. Would be nice if I could find a brush to use with that powder. I think I'm just going to have to go in with this one again. See, the problem with this powder, because it's a little bit darker, I worry about it oxidising. Because can you see how dark it is? So I'll go in very tentatively. Right, and that'll do. Again, I'm not putting anything on the head because I'm going to disrupt the curls. I've already put the foundation up there, but that's the only thing that is going up there. Right, let's see. Like, when I look down at that powder, it looks like it's got glitter in it. But when I look at my skin, it just looks flawless. It looks like what the Hourglass powder does. So, yeah, it's not too bad. Right, now I need to get some eyeshadow primer. Just in time for the eyeshadows, Francis. Right. So, Juvia's Place, the usual. Eye Prep, Eye Prime, Eye Primer in shade 1. Just like a concealer, it's no different. I would say it's more like a creamy, and it's a bit thicker than a concealer, but you can do this with a concealer. You don't need to get an eyeshadow base. Not for this part anyway. For the glitter glue part, to actually make shimmers stick down and look more vibrant, yeah, I would suggest a glitter glue. And especially if you've got shimmers that are in your palette and that are quite chunky. I was saying to Tammy, she's recently got this Rare Beauty palette, and I said, oh, that looks so nice. There was like it looked like a glitter in the middle, And she went, it's so chunky. And I'm like, glitter glue. Not everyone likes to wear glitter glues, but, you know, me personally, it's like I can't remember a time when I didn't wear glitter glue. I mean, there was a time, but feels like I've always worn it now. Right, I'm just going to go in. I think this is a Real Technique. Yeah, Real Techniques 200 brush with this. Again, the usual here. I'm really struggling now to get here, so I've used so much of it. Not many people want to talk to me today. There's 17 of you here. Are you all shy? Or do you all just like watching makeup and not talking? I mean, it's no odds to me. I would like you to talk though, if you feel like it. Right, I've just put that back the way it should be. Okay, so now it's time to do eyeshadow. So we're using this very, very special eyeshadow palette that I put together. And it's got a lot of indie singles, so I don't even know what I'm wearing at this point. So I don't know what eye look to put together. What eye look? I feel like I want to go in with this one. But I feel like I need to do something neutral. I feel like the shade here would go really nice with the Coast to Coral Colourpop Coast to Coral palette I've got. Is it still on the bed? I've got all, oh yeah. I've got all sorts on the bed. I need to tidy that up. So this one here. Haha, I'm in the kitchen preparing lunch and watching at the same time. No worries, Francis. I wasn't just talking to you about that. I was talking in general. So I feel like I want to use that plus Spectrum by Pastel Roses. So let's go in with Crush then, as like a transition shade. I mean, sometimes people just like to watch. Not everyone's a talker like me. I like to talk. So we're going peachy. I don't even know if I've got a peach top, you know. And I feel like my black ones are in the washing machine. Doesn't matter what I wear though, once I'm out of here. I'm not really seeing anything from this colour, this Crush colour. It could be that the palette is getting old. I've had it ages. And I'm sure I bought this off someone on Depop, so a reseller. I can't remember buying it from Colourpop direct. I mean, there is a bit of colour. Right, let's deepen it up. Let's go in with Anemone, this one. So this one is a really nice coral. Hello, Angie. How are you? Well, it's not good morning here, but good morning to you. It's good evening. Well, nearly good. I would say it's good evening at 10 to 5 in the evening, wouldn't you guys? Good, just sleepy. What time is it? Okay. I think I want to go in with the darkest shade in the palette. It's called Drop Off. Just deepen that out of it, and I might go in with that shade on the lash line as well. Yeah, I think I will. It's pretty. And I'm using the same brush just because they're the same tones. Technically, it's my night time. I work night shifts. It's 10:52 a.m. Oh, okay. So it is quite early. Right, glitter glue time, if I can find it. Yeah, it's there. My tummy's growling like no one's business, so excuse that. Your videos get me through most of the night, otherwise I might fall asleep at the desk. Also, you're allowed to watch my videos. What is it you do for work? Out of curiosity. Hello, Ishrat. How are you? Can you say your favourite colour? What do you mean in makeup, or do you mean generally my favourite colour? Because makeup's different to like my general favourite colour. I'm a front desk clerk for a hotel. Oh, that's nice. I wouldn't mind doing that job. Right, we'll go back in with Drop Off, just while this gets a bit more tacky, this glitter glue. So that's that one there. Now that I've seen this palette, I feel like using Diver, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go in with the original Pastel Roses shade I wanted to use originally, and use that. You are so pretty. Oh, that's really nice of you to say. Thank you. It's mostly a nice quiet job once everyone is asleep. Yeah, I can imagine. Do you ever get, like, on a Saturday night, for instance, do you ever get trouble? Do you know, like, when they're coming back drunk? Sometimes. Is it, like, in most hotels I've stayed in, there's security? Have you got that security there, just in case there is that trouble? Don't want you having to deal with that by yourself. I hate putting eyeshadow down here. This is why I never wear it down here, just purely because it can fall into your eye really easy. Okay, let's try and put this single on I want to use out of the Lorac Shadow Bed. So again, it's this one here. It's just a really nice pastel colour with a blue shift, like a pastel peach with a blue shift. I think it's got more of a blue shift now than anything. It's a bit tacky. Like this glitter glue I'm using now takes ages to dry down, but the W7 Sparkle Stay one never. Hi Madison. What's dropped? I don't know what's dropped. Yeah, this is more of a blue shift. I just started, so I haven't had to worry about it yet. It happens, and if it does, it would just be me trying to control the situation. I'm all by myself until 6:30 AM. I go in at 11 PM. Oh, is it that job you applied for? It's cool that you got it. Right, I think that's that for that eye. Let's go in with the other eye. And then if we need to, once I put my mascara on, because I always need to, I can always put a bit more of this Spectrum shade on. So this is from a company called Pastel Roses in the UK. They're very nice. They're multi-chromes. But I have got some duochromes as well in this little palette I've made up. In total, I think there's only 3 multi-chromes here. And one of them might have to get decluttered, which sucks. If I could give you any advice, if you've got singles, use them. Especially if you've gone to a brand like Pastel Roses, where you're having to pay £15 for a single. Just blending this out now. I think I want to wear black mascara today. Right, let me go in with this palette again just to clean up. This Revolution Contour palette. Yes, I was happy. It doesn't pay much, but it's easy on my body. I suffer with a lot of health issues, so a job that's not super physical is ideal. Oh, I'm really happy for you. Hello. Let me see if I've got your name right. Is it Mel? I'm just checking. Coming in late, but loving the eye look. Thank you. So for the eye look, I'll show you what I've done so far. I've used the Colourpop Ghost to Coral. This is a really hard one, isn't it? So I went in with Crush first as a transition shade. Then I went in with Anemone, this really bright coral shade down here. Then I went in with Drop Off on the outer V, like just here. And then I've made my own palette of singles up, so I went in with this multi-chrome here. It's called Spectrum. It's from Pastel Roses. That's all over the lid. And on the lash line is Drop Off, this one again. Yes, I thought it was. I remembered. Okay, mascara. Let's try this one, the Ultimate Lasting Curl Mascara. Then I think I'm going to go over with another one. This one just feels really dry. Oh, it's going on really well. This one's nice. I might just use this, you know. £5. If I get there 1 minute past 5:30. That's this trouble line. And what time do you call this? I did get there nearly 6 o'clock though last Friday, and yeah. I mean, I'm not being funny, but it's not like we're doing anything apart from watching Gypsy Rose. And then well, what happens when I get there? Luna, the dog, comes over to me, wants to play. So I do that first. And then about an hour in, we'll watch Gypsy Rose. So much is going on with her at the moment. Yeah, I'm not going to put another mascara on because I really, really like the way that looks. But part of me's tempted to put this one over the top. This is the Holy Grail. Let's just go for it. This one is 17, another level mascara. Yeah, look, it's beautiful. Thank you. I do like playing with different eyeshadows. I'm going to have 3 new palettes at Christmas. Really looking forward to playing with them already. I know, like, there's 5 months away, but something to look forward to, isn't it? Okay, in the corner, I think I'm going to use this white. So that white is from a company called Titmouse Cosmetics, who unfortunately are no longer. It's in the shade Illinois. Just wiping this brush on my dressing gown. It needs a wash anyway. I think it's more a white silver. I used the Lancome Holiday palette again today, and I like it a bit better. Well, that's good. Is it from last year's holiday? I don't use Lancome, so I don't know. I didn't see it. Right, okay, and then I'm going to go back in with Spectrum. Yes, the Christmas holiday package. So what did you actually get in it, Francis? I have seen the Elizabeth Arden ones that come in like a red kind of satchel. Oh, I do like that. I do like it. But what am I wearing for lips? So we've got Peach. let's use this. This lasts quite a while. I would normally go in with something like this, but I don't like this one. I don't like the way it looks on my lips. This one I can tolerate. I don't really like the Superstay Matte Ink formula. They do pencils. I like them more. I've got one of the pencils. I can't wait for this lipstick thing to be over so I can kind of declutter this one. Well, I'll probably wait until I've shown what lipsticks I've got in my collection and then declutter it, because I'm sure I'll be able to declutter more than that out of my entire collection. I love this lipstick here by Gwen Stefani. It's an original recipe. I really like this one. I wore this yesterday. So this is the MCO Beauty in Petal, and I don't mind this one. So let's do it. I got lipstick, all sorts of skincare, and a perfume and the palette. Wow, that's good, isn't it? I've got all kinds of eyeshadow over me now. Right, lips. Last part. Well, not really. I have to get dressed. I can't exactly go out like this, can I not? I feel like I want some more highlighter on. It's alright on this side. On this side, it doesn't feel like I've got that much on. So I think it's because I'm using a fluffier brush. Normally I use a brush like this one. Just an eyeshadow brush. And while we're at it, we may as well put a bit more of that pink. It's a very, very baby pink blush. I think that'll do it. This look is just so lovely in sunset colours. You're inspiring me. Oh, Mel, that's so nice. I love to inspire. I just love doing these looks with you guys on lives. It's a very, very subdued sunset. The one I did a few days ago with the Juvia's Place palette, oh my gosh. It's on my TikTok if you guys have access to TikTok. And I don't think it's on Instagram yet, but it's on TikTok. And somebody said, I said something like, I feel like I've got a sunset on my eyes. And this woman said to me, she said, you really do look like you've got a sunset on your eyes. It's really beautiful. But I really didn't like that look. It was just too much for me. Anyway, this is today's look. Oh, I've just found my brushes as well. There's a whole heap of brushes here. Okay, so I know where they are for next time then. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. All week, I'm going to be using this palette. This is the only palette I pulled in for my Shop My Stash, so that's a bit of a spoiler alert. I just thought about using this in the inner corner then, on top of that, but I'm not going to today. So I just want to see which one of these, if any, can get decluttered, because some of them I've noticed, like I've swatched other ones in my palettes and I've noticed they're drying up. So obviously if they're drying up and expiring, there's no point in keeping them. So that's the palette. I'm not going to be using that blush and highlighter every single time, but I'm glad I've got it in there. What I could do with is having a little bronzer by the side of it. I might pull one because I know I've got a couple in another self-made palettes. So I might pull one, and then we've got the bronzer, the highlighter and the blush. And we've also got this to use. But I have pulled a bronzer for the Shop My Stash anyway. So guys, this completes the entire look. Thank you for sticking with me. I know these lives aren't the shortest ones in the world, 50 minutes on. It is a little bit shorter than normal. And what's today? Saturday. So I'll be seeing you tomorrow for Second Chance Sunday. Don't know what palette I'm going to use for that. So we'll see together, I guess. I'm looking forward to it though, because I'm getting down to it now. I'm using all the palettes that I'm thinking, do I want to keep? Do I want to declutter? And so far, the palettes that I've used that I thought I was going to declutter, I'm like, no, I want to keep them. Once they're on the eyes, once I do a look with them, I'm like, no, that's not going anywhere. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. And yeah, hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.